everybody, welcome. I'm Cindy Daychuk with Queen Bee Creations. Thanks for joining me on the channel today. If you're not already a subscriber, I hope that you love the videos enough that you want to keep coming back, seeing what I get up to, in which case, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. We try and come at you at least twice a week, Mondays and Fridays for sure. Sometimes a little bit extra depending upon what I'm doing. So today, I have, I've been seeing these kind of what people are calling flower pot wreaths. And they're doing it with plastic flowers and that sort of thing. I like the idea. I've just decided that as we're starting to move into spring here, I want to do a living wreath. So I want to do flower pots with real flowers that I'm going to be able to use at my home, and I'm faking it. So we'll see how it goes. So what I need is a wreath form. I don't know if this is the best one for it. This is what I had that seems to be about the size that I would want, but I really think that you could use almost anything. Not a styrofoam one. I think you want something a little bit more substantial, but certainly maybe one of the big wire forms, a grapevine wreath form. This is really pretty sturdy. Probably even a straw one would work well too because they're pretty sturdy. Just, I'd maybe pass on the styrofoam just in case. So the rest of the stuff, I've got all kinds of different flower pots. I have them in two sizes, both relatively small because I don't have a huge wreath. So I'm not, looking at using the clay pots that are this big. And I also need wire. So I have some galvanized wire. I'm going to leave this twisted at the top and just kind of scoot pieces out from here just so that it just, if I let that one go, it just go whoosh and never get it to fit into a drawer again. But I am going to want to wire this on to my form. And so I have some little wire cutters here. I just want to leave myself enough wire to wire my pots on, twist it onto the back, and be able to cut the excess away. So I think realistically this is pretty straightforward. I think the difference for my wreath is the ones I saw, they had pots going in multiple directions, sideways, downwards, that kind of thing. Down isn't going to work for me because my dirt and my plants would fall out. So I have to be a little bit more aware of what I'm doing, only because I really want to have, I really want real stuff in here. So glasses so I can see what I'm doing. And the natural way, you could wire the pot this way onto it, but really to make it the most secure, because they already have the drainage hole, is to take your wire up through the pot and then around your wreath form. So you do have the wire coming out the top, but because you're going to be adding greenery and mosses and things, we should be able to hide that fairly well. Now the only thing that I need to make sure, okay, I think this is going to be easier if I do this, is I need it to be tight enough that it's secure. And so I am thinking that maybe if I am able to kind of wiggle my wire through some of this, that might also help. So I need to pull it as tight as possible and then twist. Okay. Now, I am going to want to cut that excess away, but I'm going to leave it for now until I get more of my pots on, just in case I need to move something. So I am thinking that I'll take 4 big pots out at the side, so I'm kind of doing north, south, east, west, and 1 right? So I have the 4 here. And then I may do another big pot kind of in the, what's that? Southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest, the points in between. And then I have little filler pots. So I have some other little pots to be able to use. Now, I am thinking that quite possibly I'm only going to put plants in the big ones. The small ones, I do have some bagged moss from the dollar store that I may just glue gun in so that they are full of something, but they are more filler, if that makes sense. Okay, so let me start to, and I have to remember that once this is hanging and these pots are full, they're going to sit a lot better potentially. Okay, so let me that's a little tighter. Okay, so let me get these wired on. Start wiring on some more, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know quite about filler pots until I sort of get these guys on. And we'll see how this goes. All these things always seem good in theory to me, right? It's execution that's always the struggle. There we go. Okay, I have these pots all wired on. Looks like a bit of a mess with all this coming out the back. But I'm thinking that before I start wiring any more on, I need to deal with these wires in the back. So what I am going to do is cut them, make sure that I'm really twisted tight. I'm gonna cut them off and then tuck, so not cut them off too short. I'll do it shorter, and then at least kind of redirect those wires back in toward the wreath so that there's no sharp ends that are gonna, that are gonna be poking me. So I'm gonna do that, get all those cut off and tucked away before I start working on taking a look at wiring on those little pots if I in fact decide that it needs more pots. Now that each of these is wired on, I'm thinking that the next step is to wire on some mini pots. And I'm thinking that these will go in between each of those bigger pots. So 2, 4, 6, 8 small pots going on. So this is not going to be a light wreath. That's for sure. So I'm going to wire these on exactly the same way. Oy, okay. This is not going to be light once I add dirt and things. So I'm going to wire them on exactly the same way and get them anchored in there. And we'll see what we got. Okay. I may now begin to understand why they had fake flowers because it's later, but you know, you just need a good hook, then you're okay. Okay. I have all of my pots attached, and it kind of is sort of in a wreathy shape still. My wreath wasn't perfectly round to start with, so I'm putting it down to that. Now, what I do plan on doing is kind of filling in the wreath around places, but I'm thinking that I might wait, and by that I mean I might be gluing on some Spanish moss, maybe some of that green moss, you know, whatever. But I'm gonna wait until I actually get my pots potted, my plants in there, because otherwise I get dirt all over the moss and it would just be a mess. So I'm gonna try and get some things into the pots first, and then we'll see how it goes. So what I do have, of course, is a spoon and a big bag of potting soil. Let me move all my little wires. So potting soil, and I do have plants, and I'll kind of break them apart so that I don't have full big pot bound things. Like this could easily be 2 or 3 of my pots. So time to get dirty. And I think I'm gonna have to stand for this because just as I'm thinking, rings off. Okay. So I'm going to try and put a little bit of dirt in each of my pots first, just so that while I'm scooping. I'm kind of doing this sideways, so that might be a bit of a problem. Okay, let me see. I'm going to see about something I can lean this up against. I think if I was trying to fill the pots and this was leaning, that might make my life a little bit easier. Okay, so much easier. You don't need to see me. So much easier to have it kind of sitting upright a little bit. As it turns out, I think that these 4 pots are kind of angled in a direction that is going to make it awkward. So those I am going to worry about afterward. And I'm going to get things planted into all of the remainder of these pots. So I'm going to kind of gently kind of tease my plants apart. And look at planting them in, but with an eye to the front and not the back. Okay, let me see if I can turn this to face you a little bit more. So what I have, and let me try and do it over here on the side. I have empty little pots on either side. So what I am looking to do is kind of stuff it with a little bit of bubble wrap, just because it happens to be something I have a lot of here in the shop. And I'm going to take a bit of this moss, and I'm just going to hot glue it over the top. So I'm gonna kind of stuff it down the sides, but it's got a little bit of glue there, just so that visually it's got something in it, right? So it's not just an empty little pot sitting there. And I'm gonna do that to all 4 of them. And then it'll be done. So this was not, okay, it was messy because, you know, that's kind of the fun of plants, right, is getting your hands into the dirt. I don't think that I really need to be worried about covering up the wires or things. So you can see those 2 little pots have the moss in them, so it just is going to look a little bit more finished. And this, of course, as it starts to grow and fill out, you're not going to see any of the frames. So I think it's kind of overkill to try and tuck in any kind of Spanish moss here or there. It's just all going to kind of grow and dangle, fall over, and I'm kind of happy with it. This is going home with me, right? So I made this one for me, and I'm kind of happy with that. It's cute. It's kind of neat. It's going to be able to go in my backyard, my wall in my backyard, and you know, kind of get out in the sun. It's got to stay in my house for a little while. It's not warm enough out there yet, but ultimately it's going to go out in the backyard and kind of get nice and overgrown and fill out. And I just think this is really cute and a lot of fun. You could certainly do this with, if you did something like this with bigger pots. I was gonna say herbs, but not really, because a lot of herbs grow super tall. And these are all plants that don't grow very big. They fall and they kind of drape down over things rather than growing super tall, right? And I think that's kind of the plants that you're looking for. You could do the same idea and instead fill them with moss, glue in, you know, fake and faux greenery and some flowers, and have it be kind of an all year wreath because nothing's dying off. But, you know, we're going into spring and I just felt like I needed to play with some dirt and get into something real for a change, you know? So let me know what you think of this one, guys. It's definitely different, definitely a lot of fun, and you know, fake or real, I think it looks lovely. So let me know what you think. Always, 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 I love to hear from you. And you know, until next time, take care.